Good afternoon from the Peace Memorial Multiplex in Wainwright and ICU Video's continuing coverage of the 2017 Senior Men's AA Provincial Hockey Championships. Welcome, hockey fans, to this ICU Video Procast. I'm Kevin Donnan along with my broadcast partner Dave Dawson. And as this tournament now moves past the halfway mark, the intensity and the pressure starts to dial up immensely. And Dave, we have two teams who have no secrets.
Yeah. Pretty familiar with each other. They met in the SaskAlta Championship. Wainwright won that, outscoring them 24-8 in goals, and won that Game 4 in a Game 4 sweep by a score of 5-2.
And this tournament's Game 4 is underway. Glad you're along with us, and there's the first shot of the game. It's number 8, Chad Marchand, in close, and Hillmond will lug the puck out. Here's Hillmond now in on goal. Nice little glove save by Nolan Goodwin.
Yeah, Tian Anderson had to battle that one in his feet, but managed to get that up puck onto Goodwin, as you see here on the replay. And nice for a goaltender to get that shot right away, get you into the game, and get you settled in.
Get the butterflies out of the way. Face off to the left of Nolan Goodwin. Hitmen keep it in the zone. Comes over to Creasy, number 18, cross ice, the captain. And he'll dump it into the Hitmen zone.
Seen a lot of bouncing puck here, Kev, from all that ice been used up already.
We have seen that throughout the tournament. The ice, the pucks have been bouncing a little bit, and we've had some strange bounces off the backboards. Here are the Rustlers now. They are technically the away team. They're the host team of the tournament, but they are in their away black uniforms while the Hitmen are in their visiting whites. Here's a shot just wide. That's number 26, Michael Hefner. Just to the right of the goaltender, Goodwin. Both of these teams, Rustlers more of a high-scoring team. Dave, the Hitmen, known for their defense.
Absolutely, yeah, and they 13-6 record in the SaskAlta season this year. And they met once, way back on November 19th, a 5-3 score that Wainwright was able to get. But as you mentioned yesterday, Kev, I like the way you drew it up. The Hitmen are going to clog a lot of that neutral zone, and they're not going to be a high-flying team.
Very defensive-minded. They don't score a lot of goals. But to get back into this tournament, they're going to have to go up against a team that they've had some trouble with this season. 2-on-1 now for the Rustlers, and a shot. There's the rebound. And there is the goal. Number 19, Derek Pfister.
Yeah, Pfister had a couple of goals yesterday and a player of the game, and a 2-on-1 developing here. And the breakout pass, though, is negated. The first shot, the save by Paralat, kicks out a juicy rebound, wide open net. No chance for the former Portland Winterhawks goaltender, and it's 1-0 for Wainwright in their first shot of the game.
Just 1 minute and 27 seconds in, and Pfister, who has been the player of the tournament for Wainwright, answers first. And the Rustlers are on the board. Yeah, nice little bit of work by Pfister.
Yeah, and that's a tough break for Hillmond, because obviously the home crowd here, as people still start to file in. You get drubbed yesterday 9-2 in a game you were in up until the third period. You want to try and show that you're worthy of being here, which they are, but early on in buck 30 in, it's not the kind of rebound you want to give up.
As we always say, the second mouse gets the cheese, and certainly Pfister was right there to bury that big rebound. Now, dumped in by the Hitmen. Just to the left of Goodwin. Big bump along the far boards, and Hillmond will maintain the pressure.
What you were saying last broadcast, there wasn't a lot of physical presence. I wonder if that'll change in this game.
I think you're going to see a little, these two teams, there's a big rivalry between these two teams, the top two teams in the SaskAlta, and we're going to see some intensity here because a lot is on the line in this one too.
You see an icing call here, and the goaltender Paralat wanted a little bit of body contact there as the puck went through his crease. We're going to get another look at that goal here and that long lead pass that went right into the shin pads of the player for Wainwright. I believe the guy who got the assist on that was Brett McMahon, who also had a good game yesterday. So we'll see if Hillmond can bounce back.
Paralat's first action of the tournament. Last night it was Jimmy Peterson in goal for the Hitmen. Here's the official announcement.
Yep, McMahon did get the assist on that one. Or McNabb, rather, was not McMahon. You saw Jimmy Peterson probably still sleeping after yesterday's contest. He's a busy boy.
Absolutely. He saw more rubber than Highway 14 yesterday in that tough one. And as we said, this Hillmond team coming in after, and they played 2 1/3 periods of excellent hockey yesterday.
Yeah, and it was just the way the floodgates open up in the third period, and pretty much when Benefield took over.
Now lead pass here for the Rustlers, 2-on-2. Here comes Wainwright in their visiting black uniforms, nearly tapped in. Played back out to the line, lost now. Costa can't handle it, kept in. Here's Laporte, number 41, as the Hitmen will dump it through the neutral zone, and now the Rustlers try to gain the zone. That's Anderson, number 47. He had a good game last night in their 8-6 loss to Nanton. Hitmen roll the puck all the way down. Icing waved off. If you're Hillmond, you know you've got to get back into this, Dave. Oh, and there's a chance right out front.
Right on cue there, Jordy Dugan, who was the player of the game for yesterday for Hillmond, and a nice feed, which we're likely going to get a replay of it right here from our fine broadcast crew. As you see, good heads-up pass in front. Dugan is probably surprised more than anything, put that through the wickets there, but I'd like to see an offensive face-off here. That's great news.
Rustlers win the draw. Try and play it out. That's Anderson along the far boards. He'll tap it ahead. Now through the neutral zone. Here's number 21. That's Morgan McKay. Dishes it to 18. Adam Creasy, the captain. Now back out to the line. Bit of miscommunication there at the blue line. Creasy now down low into the corner. It's number 8, Marchand. Cycling down low. Here's Marchand now looking out front. Right on goal. Nice save by Paralat there, and the Hitmen clear.
Great vision from the side of the net to put that one through the crease. And what you don't want for Hillmond is to get into a track meet right now. You just want to slow it down. You want to bore them. And you look at the player for Wainwright was able to find and sneak through the defense there and put one on net. And Paralat's going to have to be big, much like Mr. Jacobson was yesterday.
Absolutely.
Peterson, pardon me, not Jacobson.
Wainwright wins the draw, but it is sent back into their own zone. Good forecheck by the Hitmen, but the Rustlers will break out. Battle for the puck at the blue line, and here comes Gosselin, number 4, in on goal, and a big stop by Paralat. Got the shoulder up on that one. Here's Gosselin now right inside the circle. Steered aside, now behind the net. And Paralat, Hitmen can't clear. That's Leggett keeping it in. Wainwright with lots of pressure here, Dave.
Paralat's going to have to be better at his rebound control. You saw Dunn for Nanton last game, excellent at absorbing those. Paralat can't kick those into the slot continually.
And if he does, we'll see the opening goal here this afternoon. Pfister grabbing the rebound. And the Rustlers maintain control of the zone. Hillmond now.
We just saw Paralat step out of the crease and engage with one of the forwards. That's not what you want to see as a goaltender. You want to have him focused on the puck.
And here's the Hillmond now in on goal, and there's a late penalty call on the play. Looks like number 9, Anthony Rainier. And we talked about Anthony. If Hillmond is going to get some success, here's take us through the replay.
Yeah, and I the referee, when he waits and waits and waits, I wondered if he was going to call penalty shot on that because there was almost a clear-cut breakaway for Rainier. But this is a great chance for Hillmond there, but that's the kind of thing that Rainier's got to get going.
Face off to the left of Goodwin, absolutely. Rainier, the leading scorer for the Hitmen this season. Now Hillmond.
8 goals, 7 assists for Rainier.
Yeah. For a team that's not blessed with a lot of offense, they're going to need it for the rest of this tournament. They need to get going on the offensive side.
Capitalizing on the chances when you get them too, Kev. I think that's the big one for Hillmond.
Here comes the Rustlers now. 2-on-2 on the penalty kill. There's a shot. And then you talked about rebound control. There's Paralat controlling that one.
It still looks a little uncomfortable, much like Sinclair did yesterday early on for Daysland, but I do like how he absorbed that one. Paralat settling in. He played 82 games for the Melfort Mustangs in the SJHL, plus 22 for the Portland Winterhawks in the Western League. So he's got the pedigree to be able to keep his team in this.
Rustlers now. Shot on goal, and Hillmond will try to break out here on this power play with 1:20 to go. 5 minutes gone here in the opening period. Glad you're along with us here from the Senior Men's AA Provincial Championships. Here's Hillmond. Nice little defensive play by Gosselin.
Yeah, Newman had that one picked. Side of the net, much like we saw Foster last game. Good heads-up play.
There's Newman with a shot, just steered wide. Anderson now on the far boards, can't clear. Here's Crookshank, loads up, just wide. And we've seen Crookshank earlier in the tournament. He is a sniper.
Earlier in this game, too, it's a second-grade scoring chance for number 26. More of that for Hillmond if you're a Hillmond fan.
Hitmen now. Final 35 seconds of the power play. Played into the corner. And the Rustlers will clear with 30 seconds left in this power play. Glad you're along with us, whether you're near or far. And the town of Wainwright putting on an incredible show this weekend here. As we're in Game 4 of this 7-game tournament. That's a good one now. He'll steer the puck into the corner. Nice play by the goaltender. And now we've got a one-on-one for the Rustlers here at the final seconds of the penalty kill.
Quick change here for the Rustlers. Almost got caught.
And the Rustlers now with the successful penalty kill. And they try to gain the zone. That's Costa, speedy number 13, and that puck is taken down by a high stick by number 3, Doug Politeski.
One thing that we're seeing differently by Wainwright today, and Kev, I beat this thing to death yesterday, was the breakouts from Wainwright's zone, how they weren't able to get crisp passes. We're seeing more of that today, and likely leading to some of the success they're having right now.
Face off to the left of Dwayne Paralat. 12:54 here in the first period of 3 games here on ICU. Of course, we just completed the game between, and it was a classic between Daysland and Nanton.
I'm still shaking from that a little bit, the adrenaline.
You know, whether you're calling that game or you're watching it in your seat, boy, that was a thriller. Here we go, 2-on-2 shot now, steered aside by Paralat into the corner. That's Costa, number 13. Nice little spinorama move inside the circle. And he'll play it down low. Out front, there's Costa. Puck cannot find the net, but he looked golden there inside the slot.
I believe Brad Noble blocked that one on his left hand, and that's smarting a little bit. He's getting some help now, Paralat is, from his defense. Here's a great look at that. All alone in front, and yeah, right into the glove of Brad Noble, who did a little bit of the flash to leather there too.
Face off to the left of Paralat, 12-13 here in the first period, and Hillmond will break out after winning the face-off into the Wainwright zone. That's number 61, Cody Foley.
Jody
And
Dugan
Hillmond
causing another turnover in the offensive zone. He's done a lot of that this weekend.
Here on the near boards now, Rustlers will try to break out. That's number 7, Ross Herzog. And a quick backhand. Good save by Dwayne Paralat.
Yeah, I'd like to see that one again and how Herzog was able to get by the defender.
Here comes Hillmond now inside the circle. Nice little defensive play. Nice stick check by Foley, number 61. Here's number 19, Pfister, the offensive cog of this Rustler team, and a big shot! And steered aside into the corner. Pfister is dangerous, Dave.
Slow developing pass across the ice that you thought, where's that going to? But able to just hammer it on net. That Pfister, every time he's on the ice, things happen for Wainwright. You're going to have too many men on the ice here, penalty call, Kev, coming up against the Rustlers.
Call against Wainwright for having too many men with 11-11 to go in this first period.
Sorry, excuse me. You see the hands of Herzog there inside-outside. Obviously the game misconduct yesterday, in which I heard it wasn't intentional, that hit. It was accidental, and he felt bad about that.
Hillmond now in their own zone. Tries to clear, can't. That's Gosselin with the shot on net. He was looking for his teammate on the far post here with a head of steam now. Big shot. Good save by Goodwin to steer that shot into the corner. And as we said, Dave, no secrets between these teams.
Yeah, what a history. A lot of rivalry. They only played once because of the 14-team Sask-Alta League, but that 4-game sweep, they don't like each other. Proximity, not too far apart, and the physicality will continue to amp up as this game goes on.
Absolutely. Here's the captain, the assistant captain. Now here's Leggett, number 5. He fires a shot. That's steered aside by Paralat to his left.
The last stoppage of play there, I thought there was a too many pen on the ice penalty, but it was just the ref telling the team they weren't able to change.
And there's a near wraparound attempt with the backhand. And, of course, Wainwright is the host of the tournament, but for this game, they are technically the away team, so Hillmond gets the last change.
And that is exactly what happened. Thank you, Mr. Donnan. It's always good to have a second opinion on that one because I'm like, why weren't they able to change? Right, okay, they are at home, but they're away.
You're home, but you're away, absolutely. Here's Anderson now on his backhand. He gets steered into the corner by the Hitmen defender. Out in front in the slot. Loose puck down. Here's Creasy. And there's Anderson with the near deflection. Paralat, busy goaltender right now, but the Hitmen clear the pressure.
Yeah, I want to see some better net presence in front for Hillmond, but able to weather the storm right now. It's only 1-0.
Hitmen send the puck into the Wainwright zone on a change, and here's Creasy, number 18, 2-on-2. That's Costa missing the pass, but he'll play it down deep and into the corner, and Hitmen will gather the puck. And that's number 21. He loses the handle. That's Kyle Tenney. But he gets enough space and enough room to lug it out. And as we talked about, Hillmond content to work the counterattack, Dave.
Shots 12-3 in favor of Wainwright right now, and they would like to create some offense, but just to weather. And that's what happened at the Daysland yesterday until the floodgates open up in the third.
Absolutely. Hillmond relying on that counterattack, tight checking, try not to make any mistakes, and then wait for the other team to make a mistake. But then, as we saw, sometimes that's not the formula that works every time.
No, you give a team like Wainwright, you tease them and tease them and tease them. Eventually, that dog's going to bite and bite hard.
Absolutely. Here we go. Hitmen behind the net. That's number 3. Politeski out in front. And that shot just above Paralat. And Paralat, for a guy who's been under siege, looks pretty relaxed back there.
Yeah, 3 guys down low. McNabb comes over the bench, and just a juicy steak sitting there dangling on his tongue, not able to pop it in, and Paralat gets the glove up, and it makes a save.
Puck goes into the netting. This is Foley, Jamie Foley, down into the corner, and then behind the Hillmond goal. Gets past Tyler Dicker at the blue line, number 55. That's another Foley. Jamie Foley. We're surrounded by Foleys here in Wainwright, and glad to be here. Nice little steal at the blue line by number 14, Tian Anderson. Had one of the 2 goals last night for the Hitmen. But the Rustlers clear. Here we go. Number 7, Ross Herzog. And he's inside the circle, and he looked like he was trying to pass and took a weak shot. And the Rustlers control. Here's another shot on goal. Hits the side of the net out in front. Big save by Paralat as he robs number 19, Derek Pfister, again, right in front.
Yeah, and that whole play started off with Herzog looking off the defenders, making him think like he was going to pass. I think the whole time he knew he was going to shoot. And again, Herzog draws defenders. Pfister draws defenders. Which guy do you defend if you're Hillmond?
Absolutely. Either one of those guys. You're in for a long afternoon, and we're glad you're along with us this afternoon here from the Wainwright Peace Memorial Multiplex.
Wainwright averaging more than a shot a minute right now, 15-3 with 13 minutes gone in this game.
And if you're Hillmond, you've got to somehow, some way, you've got to generate some offense. But here are the Rustlers now inside the zone. Hillmond now, that's number 12 with a nice defensive play. That's Kelly Pacharka. Puck sent into the Wainwright zone on the icing.
Yeah, well,
6:31 to go in the first period.
Yeah, we'll flip that on the other side. Defensively, it's only 1-0. So credit to the Paralag, credit to the Hillmond defense that it could be 4, 5, 6-0 at this point. So even though they aren't getting offensive chances, it is still a close game.
Hitmen relying on their goaltenders. I'll tell you, they're putting a lot of pressure on the keepers in this tournament because outshot last night, and then already the Rustlers with a huge advantage in shots, but only 1 goal ahead on the scoreboard. The most important and a shot score. What a laser beam by number 17, Brett McMahon. What a thing of beauty, Dave.
Wow, and that pass from the corner was absolutely perfect right on the tape. He was waiting with his stick down in the slot. No defenders to be found anywhere. Thanks, Kyle, for slowing that down. Let it rip, top shelf. Paralat had absolutely no chance, and it is 2-0.
Right under the crossbar. Handcuff Paralat, the goal at 6:13 of the first period. And the Rustlers are up 2-0 here in Game 4 of the
Rustlers goal scored by number 17, Brad McMahon. Assist by number 77, Cody Woodward, and number 9, Scott McCluskey.
Check that. That was 37. Brad McNabb, the leading scorer of the Rustlers. No matter who, no matter
I'm
who
not
it
sure
was,
if maybe
it was
they're
a
getting the
beautiful goal.
17s and the 37s mixed up, possibly, but
Yeah.
who knows? Either way, it's 2-0. That's the important
Rustlers
part.
now. That pass, that shot deflected. That was number 8, Chad Marchand. He cut into the slot, and the puck was deflected. Let's take a look, another look at that one.
Great minds think alike. That's what I was thinking as well.
Yeah, that's
that was
17.
McMahon. That was McMahon who put that in. You called that right, Mr. Donnan.
I kept thinking 30. No,
And I honestly think that it was the assist for McMahon in the first one, too. I think they're getting the 37s and 17s mixed up.
I'm no math major, but
you're a good
one I could
broadcaster, and you called that one well.
That one I could see for sure. There we go, out in front now. That's Anderson. He wheels and fires, number 47, but goes off a leg in front, and Hillmond tries to clear, and they do.
Yeah, and if 17-3 the shots on goal right now, if you're the Hitmen, I would get an offensive zone face-off and just work it around, even if you don't get a scoring chance.
That's one thing we haven't seen is the Hitmen really in the Rustlers zone at all. The Zamboni may only have to do half a job here in between the first and second period, the way things are going. But Hitmen are one of those teams that will lull you to sleep and work the counterattack.
I'd like to see Jordy Dugan mix it up a little bit, maybe try and get under the skin of one of the Rustlers players and draw him into a penalty for another power play.
It's Nick Laporte, number 41, was not in the lineup last night for the Rustlers. Play down low to number 6, Trevor Clausen. Puck played out to the point. That's Jamie Foley. He'll play it down into the corner. Back out to the point now, and a shot. Weak shot out in front, but in the slot, a score! Nick Laporte, number 41.
Yeah, and 3-0 already. Great job just working the puck around, back to the point. The rebound stops. 1 chance, 2 chance. Goaltenders should only be responsible for 1 rebound. More second chance opportunities. Low blocker side, and Paralat has already faced 19 shots, and we're only 15 and a half minutes into this game.
4:22 to go in this opening period, and Dwayne Paralat's going to need a rest soon. Nearly 20 shots, and I mean, if you're facing, the averages will say, 60 shots. That is a lot of activity for one goaltender.
Yeah, and Jimmy P's on the bench just shaking his head going, I know how you feel, bro.
No kidding. Hitmen now down 3. 16 minutes into this first period, and the Rustlers have broken this one wide open. A little bit of a surprise because these two teams are so dominant in the league. Let's take another look.
Yeah, here's another look at that goal, and an overwhelming situation for the defender for Hillmond, number 12, trying to corral Trevor Clausen. That was Kelly Pacharka in tough positioning there with 3 other Hillmond defenders puck watching again.
Here are the Hitmen now. They gain the Rustler zone. That's number 22, Jordy Dugan, one of the top players for the Hitmen. Back out to the point now with a weak shot that can't get through. Rustlers will break out. Now 1-on-1. Here's Leggett, the defender. He joins the rush, tries to play it back, and the Hitmen can't clear.
And that last play, not a lot of effort to get back to the puck. We can get another look at that eventually. Hillmond just gave up on that play.
Here's Leggett, number 5. He'll retreat behind his own goal. Just over 3 minutes to go here in the opening frame. Shots on goal, 19-3 for the Rustlers. And this will go all the way down into the, icing waved off.
I thought it was icing too.
I thought so too. Paralat will play in another quick deflection there by number 77, Cody Woodward. Nearly cashed in from inside. Here's one of the Foleys coming in. Hitmen can't clear. Rustlers with relentless pressure right here.
Oh.
And a long lead pass. 2-on-1 now. Here are the Hitmen. Saucer pass and can't convert. That's number 23, Jarrett Wayhill. And a shot right on to Nolan Goodwin. So a little bit of an offensive, a little bit of a blip in the radar there for the Hitmen.
Much better effort on that chip by the Hitmen, and the long lead pass that almost turned into a breakaway, which ended up turning into a 2-on-1, which negates the effort that I was going to show a little earlier there. But I like that. A little bit of life into the Hitmen before this first period's over.
Nice little crowd here this afternoon here at the Wainwright Peace Memorial Multiplex here in Game 4 of the Alberta Senior Men's AA Provincial Hockey Championships. Rustlers now, that's McKay. He'll spin, play it through the neutral zone, looking for Anderson, number 47. Battle for the puck at the blue line, and the Hitmen will clear through the neutral zone. Here's McKay, and he'll just dump it in for the Rustlers. Nice play by the goaltender Paralat with the big wrister from the goalie. No icing.
That almost went out of play. I was watching that one, and nope.
Had a few people ducking.
Yeah.
Here we go now. Neutral zone. Rustlers are content to dump it in and take this 3-0 lead, which they've. One thing that we have to say is as we take one more look at this replay.
Yeah, and that was that chance. It just got away from the Hitman forward and just put it on net just for a positive opportunity there. And on the Wainwright side, you're exerting your dominance. That game got away from you in the third period. You lost that one. You wanted to win it. They came out wanted to exert dominance.
And I think they also wanted to get their home crowd into it. They lost their home crowd for a good chunk of the first couple of periods because they were shell-shocked last night.
Yeah, early goal. Penalty trouble early on as well for sure, Kev.
Rustlers now get out to some good momentum here. Puck played forward. Here's Costa, number 13. He tries to split the defense, but Cruikshank won't allow that.
My player of the game pick right now for Hillmond, aside from Paralat, is Cruikshank has been excellent for them.
Cruikshank has skated miles for Hillmond, but certainly Paralat, even in spite of giving up 3 goals, he hasn't had a chance on any of them, really. Final minute of play here in the opening frame between the Rustlers and the Hitmen here in Game 4 of the AA Provincial Men's Hockey Championships. Of course, Dave, walk us through what happens if Wainwright can maintain this lead. Where do they go from here?
Sure, yeah. So Wainwright wins today. They play tonight at 8:30, in which Hillmond will end up losing. If they do lose this game, they'll have to play tomorrow. I guess they're pretty much done. They'll play tomorrow morning for bronze.
For bronze medal, you bet. Long lead pass now. Rustlers inside. Nice little move by number 37. That's Brad McNabb, the leading scorer. Can't convert. And the Rustlers will cycle down. Can they get a late goal here to make it a 4-goal lead? Final 25 seconds. No, it wouldn't surprise me a bit. And here's Leggett now. He'll load up with a wrist shot. That's deflected by number 23, Jarrett Wayhill, and into the netting with 17 seconds to go.
All right, so let's take another shot of this one. You're going to get a replay of that shot from the point. So Wainwright wins today. They play again tonight for a chance at the gold medal.
You bet.
Hillmond loses today. They play for bronze tomorrow morning. There we go.
There we go. So we've got it all laid out.
Tomorrow, not tomorrow morning.
That's right, not tomorrow morning.
You and I need some sleep.
I think we do. But it has been such a fun tournament and such a great atmosphere here in Wainwright. What a great crew. There's a shot right out in front. Final seconds, and Hillman content to lug it out. And they'll get a shot from outside the zone by number 22, Jordy Dugan. Once again, the offensive spark plug. But at the end of the first period, the Wainwright Rustlers here on their home ice, but they are the away team, and they lead 3-0. Dave, we talked about how the Rustlers wanted to get out to an early start, and they've done exactly that.
Yeah, we'll go 1 goal a minute and a half in, and then a pair of goals about 2 minutes apart. And that's really been the story early on. Paralat, a little bit of nerves, battled some rebound control, but once he started to settle in, the Hillmond defense really hasn't given him any opportunities. But on the flip side, the Wainwright offense has been dominant. Their forecheck's been dominant. Their breakouts have been dominant.
And it's important for their confidence, too. If they can get into tonight in a shot at gold, this means everything to this community and to this team. But for Hillmond, over to you. How do you start generating offense when you've struggled your first 2 games?
You got to ride Jordy Dugan. You saw that shot late in the just a few moments ago there where he just kind of put it on net, and they got to dig deep, and they have to have those character players to be able to bring it into the zone, grind out those chances. They did have a couple of chances, that 2-on-1, the breakaway. They're just not able to get those bounces, but I think you put pressure down low, you agitate the defense. You saw what happened to Leggett yesterday. When he gets pressure on him, he coughed the puck up 7, 8, 9, 10 times in that game alone. So I think that you put pressure on the Wainwright defense, you can create some turnovers, but right now, honestly, Kev, you win the face-off. Hopefully you get a power play, you put shots on net.
And get some forechecking as well. We'll return with second period action in just a moment. The Wainwright Rustlers lead this one after 20 minutes, 3-0 over the Hillmond Hitmen. Stay with us here with ICU Video as we continue our coverage of the Alberta Senior Men's AA Provincial Hockey Championships from the Peace Memorial Multiplex in Wainwright. Good afternoon and welcome back to the Peace Memorial Multiplex in Wainwright and the AA Provincial Hockey Championship, the Senior Men's AA Provincial Hockey Championships. I'm Kevin Donnan along with my broadcast partner Dave Dawson. This ICU Video Productions wall-to-wall coverage of this tournament. And Dave, in this Game 4 between the host Wainwright Rustlers and the Hillmond Hitmen, take us through the highlights of the first period.
It's been wall-to-wall highlights for the Rustlers so far, and you see McMahon gets the assist on that goal right off of the get-go by Fisterer, only a $1.27 in, and then at 13:37, some cycle play. It goes back behind the net, and a nice centering pass. McMahon, pardon me, able to pop that in. 13:37, the assist going to number 77, Woodward. And then on the third goal, 2 minutes and 1 second later, the shot from the point, the scramble in front, one save, two saves, and the rebound could not stop Nick Laporte making his first appearance in this tournament, and that is where we stand at 3-0.
Shots on goal are 20-5 in favor of the Rustlers right now, and you want to talk dominance? The Rustlers have certainly exacted their will in this first period, but there have been some positives for in spite of the score and the shots on goal. The Hitmen have had some positive moments, but they've got to put a few more in a row. Yeah,
they've had great goaltending. They've had a couple of chances, and they've had the moments where they've had the Rustlers pinned in their own zone, but they just got to be more aggressive on their defense. If you challenge that Rustlers defense, they got a good defense, but when you compare them to Nanton or to Daysland, not quite up in that echelon, right? They're prone to a couple of mistakes on the back end. So if the Hitmen can continue to force those, there is some potential for some daylight there for the Hitmen. But right now, you need to get pressure down low. You need to get shots on goal, maybe another power play, create something. Because if they don't do that, Kev, I would say by the 10-minute mark, this game's going to be over.
Plain and simple, the Hitmen have to get to work now. And when we talk about work, it takes a lot of work to put on a tournament like this. And before the opening face-off, let's take a look at some of our sponsors here, our champions: Barrett Oilfield, Battle River Electric, Bunge North America, ACOM, Club Mojo's, Meatco, Cutting Edge Ventures, Don Isserman Professional Corporation, Hall & Company, Crop Production Services, Olson's Construction, Wainwright Car Dealers Association, and Wainwright Liquor and Cold Beer, just some of the many sponsors. The builders for this tournament: Boston Pizza, Darcy and Lori Wildman, the Wildman family, Doug's Well Service, East Central Painting and Coating, Integra Tires, Star News, Tim Hortons, and Wainwright Lumber. So just some of the many sponsors. And Dave, it's been a fantastic tournament so far.
Loved it. Only in Game 4. Beautiful complex, beautiful arena, beautiful town. Cannot wait to see what's going to happen the rest of the weekend.
Here's Wainwright now jumping out on the attack. That's Anderson with a shot right through the goal crease. And the Rustlers come out of the room flying. Puck kept in at the line. Poked out by the Hitmen.
They'd be happy to end this game right now. They don't want to play any longer. Get a bigger lead.
Absolutely. The Rustlers, of course, with a victory. Then there's a big shot. Goaltender Paralat loses sight of the puck. Another big save on the sprawl there.
Just kind of going to the all else fails category and just lay down on the ice.
And as we talked about, the Hitmen on the counterattack tried to lull you to sleep. That shot by number 9, Anthony Rainier, the leading scorer, gets deflected into the netting.
And here's
Take
that
us
puck.
through this, Dave.
The glove save, and Paralat was almost doing the Patrick Waugh. I got it. Oh, where is it? It's in my feet. But sprawled out, got the arm down there, and made a second save.
Paralat, a very busy goalkeeper here in that first period, and Wainwright under a minute already 2 shots on goal. So Paralat is not going to see a drop-off in work, I don't think.
I feel like we should have a little container here. You can drop off your shot predictions for the game, and we'll award the winner.
We're going to need advanced calculus at this rate. Here we go. Hitmen now. They have to get to work here. Down 3 here in the opening couple of minutes of the second period, and that'll go for icing. Dave, the Hitman, as we talked about, Jordy Dugan, if the Hitmen are going to get back into this game, it's up to him.
Yeah, I was just going to say Dugan, as well as number 26, who has been very busy so far, and Brad Crookshank. Those two guys skating beside each other right now. Well, they got to be the ones to take this team on their back and be able to put at least one goal in before this game gets any further out of control.
Pfister for the Rustlers wins the draw. Shot deflected. Pfister will play it behind the net. Puck will go around and out towards the blue line. Back into the corner now. Crookshank on the half wall waiting for the pass to break out. And there's a shot. Number 37, the leading scorer, McNabb. And Paralat lost sight of that puck.
Yeah, he looked, did the old look behind and had it lodged underneath his blocker as you see the quick release by McNabb again. All alone, heading towards the net, and Hillmond defense a little sleepy on that one, but McNabb, regardless of sleepy, so quick, bang, quick release, you can't even get to him before he shoots it.
No stranger to the score sheet, 32 goals in the regular season for the Wainwright Rustlers, the host of this fabulous tournament. Now the Hitmen. Puck sent into the Wainwright zone. That's Gosselin, number 4. He'll play it around the corner, but not out. Kept in by Newman, the captain, number 5 for Hillmond. Rustlers gather the puck. They'll flip it and carry it through the neutral zone. There's Leggett, number 5, joining the rush. Here's Woodward, number 77, with a cross-ice pass. Just out of the reach of number 9, Scott McCluskey. McCluskey now with the backhand, plays it around the corner. Nice cycle here by the Rustlers, but number 77, Woodward, loses the handle.
5 guys below the hash marks on that last play for Hillmond, which leaving the points wide open. Not a situation you really want to get into often, and I'm not sure if it's more of just being able to try and collapse around the net and be able to help out your goaltender, or maybe that's part of the system they're playing. Either way, you leave those points open, they'll make you pay.
2 minutes and 19 seconds expired here in the second period. Glad you're along with us for this ICU Video Productions coverage of the Alberta Senior Men's AA Provincial Hockey Championships. Rustlers lead 3-0. Of course, they are considered the away team in their home arena, and they're wearing their black away jerseys while Hillmond is in their home whites, and they have the all-important last change.
Sean Newman, the big minutes guy on defense here for Hillmond, made some good defensive plays there, but he'll need to be continually busy in clearing that puck out of his zone like he is now.
Rustlers dump it in. That's number 5. Sean Newman, the captain. He'll play it out into the Rustlers zone. Good pursuit here by the Hitmen. Behind the net, tries the wraparound. Lost his footing there. Oh, big hit here on the near boards. Number 16, Joey Miazga. And the Rustlers will break out down. Laporte will stop. He's got one of the goals this afternoon for Wainwright. Played out to the point. Now here comes Hillmond. Nice little head of steam here for the Hitmen. In on goal shot. And I think we've got a penalty shot, Dave.
Yeah, Renier had a stick in his stomach the whole way, and if he didn't get, no, he got a shot away. If Renier didn't get a quality shot away, we'd have a penalty shot, Kev, but you're right. Clear-cut breakaway, stick in the midsection the whole way. That reminds me of the 1987 Wayne Gretzky highlights with 2 guys with a stick in his stomach, but in today's hockey, that's a penalty shot.
2-minute penalty against the Rustlers. Renier did get the shot away. I was a little bit premature. I want to see another penalty shot.
I do. We saw one yesterday.
You bet. Last night. We had a great one last night.
Hugin Boom got stopped in the 5-hole.
Hugin Boom was, and that's about the only time he hasn't cashed in this tournament.
That's true.
Here we go, back to the live action now. Hillmond with some good offensive pressure here. Out into the slot, shot, and just missed. Rebound, and right through the crease. Number 23, Jarrett Wayhill.
Yeah, that's, again, another break. The shot from the point barely missed the net, then the wide open net. Wayhill's got to bury that one. That's a tough break for Hitmen.
4 minutes into this second period, the Rustlers lead 3-0. 3 goals in that opening frame. Hillmond now. They'll be content to dump it in, and now Hitmen going to try and establish some measure of a forecheck. They had some, as we talked about, we had some, there were some positives in that first period, but the Hitmen really need to get to work.
Got to set up the shooting gallery, as they say, be able to get guys on the points, work it down low, maybe an umbrella. They're 0 for 5 on the power play in the tournament so far, but got to get some sustained pressure here and just continually clearing it down after that one empty net play that there's going to be hanging in the back of their head. But here's Dugan on the ice. That could create something.
5-on-4 power play here for the Hitmen. Just under a minute to go in the man advantage. And the play is blown dead.
Offside call isn't going to help their luck either. We'll get another look at this shot from the point. A great pass. Just misses blocker's side, and then Wayhill wide open. A bit of a rolling puck. Great defensive play. We didn't credit that to Spencer Gosselin, was the guy that saved that goal. That's the reason why the puck didn't go in.
Cross ice pass now. That's Brewman, number 4, and he loses the handle on the puck. Here's Creasy with a shot. Nice save by Paralat.
And he's going to have to be buying his goaltender a brew after that one. He really gave that up in the crease.
Absolutely. Take us through this one, Dave.
Yeah, just fanned on the pass. Not a smart play to go right across the neutral zone, especially with the guy right on you. And a nice pad save, or a nice stomach save by Paralat.
5 minutes, just over 5 minutes into the second period. And here come the Hitmen. They have a little bit more spring in their step than they had in that first period. Here's Crookshank battling, and the puck cleared by number 21, McKay.
Some congestion on the near point there, and a little bit of confusion as to who goes where and what's going to happen. And I think that you need to just spread the puck out and be able to create some positive passing.
Rustlers look to kill this penalty. Late stages, and a shot, big rebound, number 22. From the shot from number 22, Jordy Dugan. But that was steered out of harm's way, and now the Rustlers, after the successful penalty kill, long lead pass just out of the reach of number 7, Ross Herzog.
Get another look at this opportunity here in the pass, the entry pass. Jordy Dugan, he's got some Jordan Tutu going on. Reminds me a little bit of that with his intensity and the way he plays the game. But again, one chance and out. Need second chance opportunities to be able to get a rebound in.
Face off just to the left of number 31, Nolan Goodwin. Rustler goaltender, who was between the pipes last night in the bit of a heartbreaking loss here for the Rustlers as they got to within a goal and then ended up dropping an 8-6 decision to net. And there's a shot just wide. Number 7, Herzog, loads up and fires. Puck steered into the corner by Paralat.
In the game that Herzog got knocked out of in that same corner he was just in, a hit from behind. He's made an impact in this game being back.
Neutral zone now. Here are the Rustlers. Played over to Herzog, number 7. He's looking down in the near boards here. There's McNabb, the leading scorer for Wainwright, and the Hitmen with the turnover. Here's Anderson, number 14. He's going to lean in on and try the wraparound. Won't go. Cleared by Wainwright. That's Gosselin, number 4. He'll try and steer it into the corner. Hitmen pick it up.
Unfortunate break on the last sequence there. The player coming off the bench. Usually have someone in the slot waiting for that pass, but nobody there.
Brad McNabb chasing along the far boards. Rustlers keep it in. And now Hitmen with the turnover. Tapped ahead, icing waved off. Here's number 16, Joey Miazga, who's had a pretty good tournament so far. Here are the Hitmen now. Nice little move at the line. In the circle, and big save by Goodwin. I'm impressed right now by what the Hitmen are doing. Take us through this.
Yeah,
Dave.
Newman just steps around two guys. Some confusion as you see the two players bump, and Newman sees some open ice, walks in and shoots. I alluded to a couple of moments ago how Newman really has been the catalyst on the backside, now trying to create more offense from the point.
Hitmen, of course, won the Eastern Conference of the Sask Alta Hockey League. They lost in the Sask Alta Hockey League Championship. They were swept by these same Rustlers. And here's Wainwright. Oh, big collision just inside the blue line, but cleared by Hillmond.
Rustlers are having a difficult time entering the Hitman zone now, which has changed from the first period. More physicality.
Speaking of physicality, Miazga with a big hit at center ice. Puck bounces into the corner. Here's number 81, Dicker. Miazga now tries to clear and does. Here with a head of steam, here comes Jordy Dugan, always dangerous.
Playing probably 40 minutes today.
He's going to be one tired guy going into tomorrow if
it's tonight or tomorrow,
if it
either
is
one, yeah.
no matter what. Hitmen, of course, whoever wins this game here will go on to tonight's game for a shot at a gold medal showdown with Nanton.
Yeah, it's going to be a doozy.
Nice little play by Paralat to clear there as the puck bounced right into the crease. Hillman now. The little bit A little bit of extra energy
Yeah.
here. Here's Dugan now. Tapped ahead, and Goodwin will cover up.
Much better last few minutes for the Hillmond Hitmen. Really credit their backside, their defense, their breakout, and some of their pressure. You see that collision right at the blue line. The Rustlers are having a little more difficulty entering the zone, which is allowing them to sink, to second guess what they're doing when they enter the blue line. And now an offensive opportunity. I'd like to see a shot and then a rebound because they're not getting any rebounds.
Is that the key, though, to generating more offense? A little more physical play by the Hitmen.
I totally 100% agree. I think intimidation is the way they got to do it.
Costa, for a little guy, wins that battle against number 3, Doug Politeski, out in front. Ooh. Just over the stick of number 6, Trevor Clausen, and the Hitmen. Ooh, big bump there from Costa for a little guy who likes to throw his weight around. Here are the Rustlers now, gaining the zone. There's Foley, number 61, with the shot that's deflected into the corner.
If this game stays 3-0 or a 3-1 or 3-2, look back at that Clausen chance as maybe a turning point in this game for Hillmond.
Here's Renier, number 9. Nearly gained the zone. Now he's on the back check. Good hustle by the leading scorer of Hillmond. And he'll gather the puck and try and break out. But a nice play by Anderson to break that up. And here comes the top line for the Hitmen. Dumped in for Renier. Talented forward for the Hitmen. That's Gosselin, number 4, one of the top defensemen for the Rustlers, and it's played out. Here we go, 2-on-1. Marchand over, backhand, big save, Paralat. What a play by Paralat to keep this a 3-goal game. Now back the other way, Miazga, 2-on-2. He takes a bump, and back come the Rustlers. End-to-end action, Dave.
The Hitmen got caught at the end of a change there. That's what sparked the 2-on-1.
Oh, what a play by Anderson, and a quick whistle, but Anderson, the goal is waved off. What an individual effort, Dave.
Yeah, inside, outside, and we'll go back to that where the breakneck speed started at the end of a long change. You see the nice move around the defender, number 4, Brewman, turned him inside out, and a puck was laying on the back of Paralat and just squirts onto the goal line, but no goal. But that whole thing started because the Hitmen got caught in a long change, trying to rush back. You could see players were at center, stick on the knees, not enough energy to get back, but it's still 3-0.
Puck was just sitting on the goal line. 9:42 to go here in the second period. Glad you're along with us. Out in front, number 19 for the Rustlers, and just over the net. Big scramble for the puck.
I think that at the crossbar.
Pfister couldn't convert. 3-0 Rustlers here, and they are buzzing now. Hillmond with a little bit of an attack, but now the Rustlers are starting to dominate play once again. Here we go, back out, cycling down into the corner. That's Woodward. Now down to Pfister, who has scored some big goals for Wainwright in this tournament already. Now breaking out, here's Crookshank. That dump-in shot deflected. The Crookshank-Dugan line, Dave, is that's the line that's generating the offense for Hillmond.
Yeah, and they're getting that offense because the puck luck on the other end. Paralat.
There's a giveaway and a big goal by Hillmond. Just when you thought, we talked about the counterattack and we talked about lulling you to sleep, but there's Anthony Renier.
Yeah, the leading scorer on the team, and we talked about that earlier. Put pressure on the Wainwright defense, and they may have a tendency to cough that puck up, and yeah, that's the wrong guy you give the puck to. Brandon Renier pops it in the net, and it's 3-1.
And you called it. Defensive breakdowns last night killed the Rustlers. They had, and it was as a result of pure pressure, the forecheck. Now Hillman's on the board, and we've got a 2-goal hockey game, and the Hitmen have all of a sudden have got a lot of life. Here we go, backhand. Just steered aside by Goodwin, number 31.
We go back to that Trevor Clausen play on the side of the net that he missed that goal. I don't know if Kyle's got that queued up or not, but I'd love to look at that again sometime if he saved it. That was the turning point. It was 3-0. Could have been 4.
Big hit for the Hitmen on number 77, Cody Woodward. And now Hillmond will break out to the line. Icing waved off. Here's Foley, number 61, and once again, Hillmond with a pretty solid forecheck right now in this second period.
You can feel the jump in the step, Kev, can you not? You can feel the energy on the Hillmond bench. The Hitmen players are up. They're engaged. They're ready to go.
Hillmond, a very proud hockey team. They, of course, won the Eastern Conference in the Sask-Alta League. Out in front now. Play broken up as the Rustlers forward couldn't, actually Brad Simons, the defender, jumping into the play. One thing you're seeing a lot of at this level, Dave, is the defensemen often will jump into the attack.
Yeah, be able to create some opportunities. They have that skill, right? A lot of them played in the AJHL, Central Hockey League, Western Hockey League. There's a lot of talent on the backside and the front end.
Here we go now, Rustlers. Good pinch by number 3, Doug Politeski, to keep the puck in. And the Hitmen will make a change.
Just incredible how the flow of this game has just changed with Paralat, all that puck luck around the crease. You think of the crossbar, the puck's rolling around. The Rustlers weren't able to put in, and now it's 3-1. It could be 4-5-6-0 by now.
Battle here on the near boards, cleared. Here's Noble, number 7, playing it through the middle to number 21, Kyle Tenney. He'll give chase. Giveaway here by the Rustlers, and Noble nearly cashed in. That shot just over the crossbar. I'm impressed with what Hillmond has done in this second period with just over 6 minutes to go.
I totally have to agree. 26-11 shots on goal for Wainwright, just weathering the storm, riding their hot goaltender, and taking their chances when they got them.
We were worried Hillmond would get run right out of the rink, but I'll tell you, they're the kind of team, if you let them hang around, they can do some damage on the counterattack, and of course they got their opening goal from their leading scorer.
We said that from period 1 yesterday's broadcast at 5 o'clock, and it's been true ever since, but we'll see if that third period, what that'll look like for Hillmond. That's the test.
Here's Newman, great play by the defender, and just losing the handle, but out in front, oh, and a nice save by Goodwin as the Hitmen nearly cash in here. Great pressure by Hillmond. Out in front, shot, and just deflected by Dicker, number 81, and he felt that one.
Renier and Wayhill are really starting to get it going here for the Hitmen.
Here's Renier now, number 9, leading scorer for the Hitmen.
Ooh, there's a spearing penalty.
I was just going to say that one was, Renier took a couple of whacks, and then he turned around with the retaliation, trying to get a number on. That's number 5. That's number 5. Check that, Andrew Leggett, and they had a pretty good battle there, Dave.
Yeah, and that all started because they took a run at him. Renier in a vulnerable position. Let's see if we can get a look at that. So as we're watching it develop, so yeah, number 8, yeah, there's the run at him. Tried to elbow him in the head, and then Renier had to duck that, and then Renier takes exception with the spear to the midsection, maybe a little lower than that, and then a couple shots to the back of the head. He's going to get a double minor for that.
5:27 to go here in the second period, and the captain of the Hitmen, Sean Newman, he's talking to the referee saying, hey, he went at, Renier was, just about had his head taken off, but 5:27 to go, shots on goal here. Well in favor of Wainwright, 26-11, but it's been a different period.
Yeah, and this could change it all for Hillmond. They'll need to rely on Paralat heavily here.
4-minute penalty, a double minor here against Renier. So now Hillmond on the penalty kill, and they will clear all the way down the ice. This is as big a moment in this hockey game as any other right now.
And more puck luck for Paralat again. That didn't even get to the net. That hit the Wainwright player, number 19, Derek Pfisterer. So Paralat catching his breaks.
Just over 3 minutes to go in this power play. Rustlers now buzzing around, tried to play it out front. Tried to get fancy by the side of the net. Paralat played it. No, nice play to keep it in by number 19, Derek Pfister. He's been all over the ice in this one. Out in front, nice little set play there. And they keep whacking away at it. Here we go with out in front. Won't go, number 17, Brett McMahon. Both he and Pfister, the offensive catalysts for this Rustler team. Cross-ice pass now inside the circle, out to the point. Foley will dump it in for McNabb, the leading scorer. Good puck movement by the Rustlers, Dave.
They've been trying to set that back door up for McNabb the entire time, and Tenney got in there and got a stick in order to break that up a few moments ago.
Oh, wraparound attempt, and that is how you lead the league in scoring. Brad McNabb catches Dwayne Paralat napping, and Dave, That is a goal scorer's goal right there.
That's a back-breaking goal because they still have the power play. That was 37 seconds left in the first infraction. McNabb, you see, going back behind the net, just trying to draw the defense and a wraparound right between the wickets, off the one skate. Bad luck for Perlat on his 29th shot. Definitely no fault of his, but that's one of those situations that Hillmond, you wonder if maybe the doors are going to fall off now after a goal like that.
You have to wonder, like as you mentioned, that could be that could be the straw that breaks the back here. But 4-1 now with, here we go. There's Woodward now with a shot that nearly cashes in.
And Newman had his stick broken on a slash with no penalty call.
Newman, the captain, without his stick now. Gets a stick from number 23. Jarrett Wayhill, good play by the forward to give the stick over to the defenseman. Here we go now. Rustlers now on the attack, buzzing. Puck knocked down by Perlat, and Newman will clear all the way down the ice. So a bit of a scramble, but Hillmond relieves the pressure here. Yeah,
Newman had a stick broken there, and being down one guy and down a player, weathering the storm from seeing another goal scored against you. But yeah, that fourth goal, that's a backbreaker for Hillmond. They have to rebound and likely in a spot to do that right now.
Hillmond down 3 with 3 to go here in this second period. That's played out by Dugan. He'll clear the zone. Number 4, Gosselin. Play it cross ice to Morgan McKay. Moves it ahead for Trevor Clausen, number 6, into the corner. Here's Costa, number 13. Delayed penalty shot and a big save. But it looks like number 3, Doug Politeski, is guilty of a trip there, Dave.
Yeah, we're going to see a 5-on-3 here for 34 seconds as that puck hit the shrapnel behind the net. And you see, again, when you're this tired, you're frustrated, legs not moving, and you just get the stick in the legs. And Politeski's going to be sitting down for 2 minutes or less. You can see the fatigue on Politeski's side. And adrenaline out of your body, fatigue starting to set in, and down 5-on-3. I'd say if a goal gets scored here,
34 seconds to go in the double minor for Anthony Renier, and then the additional 2 minutes tacked on. So 5-on-3 hockey here, and the Rustlers would love to cash in here with 2:30 to go in the second period. Here's McNabb loading up. Big block by Noble of the Hitmen, as McNabb had all the room in the world. Scrambled out in front. Noble tries to clear but can't. Rustlers maintain. Nice play by the captain, Newman, to clear, and will be to get back to 5-on-4 anyway with about 1:26 to go.
No luck for sticks for Newman. His stick gets caught in the boards and breaks that one. Back-to-back shifts with a broken stick.
Gonna have to get the checkbook out. Here comes McNabb, number 37. Over in the corner now, 1:19 to go, 5-on-4 power play now for Wainwright, trying to jam it into the side, and it's cleared through the middle.
Ice it, ice it, ice it, ice it. Bore, slow down. That's the way Hillmond's going to weather the storm right now.
And get out of Dodge in this second period, 1:40 to go in the middle frame. Rustlers on top here, 4-1. Here in Game 4 of the Alberta Senior Men's AA Provincial Hockey Championships here in the beautiful town of Wainwright. Kevin Donnan along with Dave Dawson. There's a shot just over the crossbar. Scramble in front, just to the left of Perlat, and it is cleared. And we got a little bit of an exchange here between Leggett and number 13, Jordan Schneider, behind the play.
Yeah, Leggett's been able to get under the skin of a few people this weekend.
Final minute of play here in the second period. Here's a shot for Marchand, and that just goes over top, deflected over the crossbar. Rustlers with 15 seconds to go in the power play. Will they get another chance? Cross ice, and that's broken up. Behind the net now, played out to the point. Here's Foley, number 61. Will he load up? No, he'll go cross ice. In a goal, and a big save by Perlat as he leaves the crease to cut down the angle.
Slow developing play there, and a nice pass right on the tape with an opportunity. Beautiful pass by Foley right across from Perlat, way out of the net to cut down the angle. His 32nd shot on goal with 39 minutes into this game.
And a huge difference in shots, 21 shot differential, 32 to 11 for the host team, the Wainwright Rustlers. 39 seconds to go in this second period. The Rustlers are on top 4-1 with a win here. Dumped in front of the net. Hillmond will try to clear here in the final half minute of the second period, but it's kept in by Foley. Here comes Marchand down low, out in front, and number 18, Adam Creasy, the captain, just missed the far post. Out in front again. Big save by Paralat. And we've got a penalty coming up to Hillmond as Noble is guilty of a trip right in the slot.
Yeah, it's going to be Dugan who got a high stick, hauled him down. Just a frustration play for Dugan, who's been all over the ice trying to create something.
He knew it too. I thought they got Noble on a trip in the slot, but it was Dugan with the high stick. 7 seconds to go in the second period. Dave, Hillmond in the first half of this period looked like a different team than the one we saw in the first, but penalty trouble, and as you said, I think it's a question of fatigue now.
Yep, just get out of this period alive. Dying seconds here.
There's a shot and a pad save by Paralat. And the final second ticks down, and that is the end of the second period. The Wainwright Rustlers lead 4-1. The Rustlers can finish off the third period and get a victory here. Wainwright will have, they will play tonight for a shot at the gold medal, and we are seeing a vastly different team today than we saw last night in terms of the Rustlers' performance, Dave.
Yeah, early on in the game, they had the crowd taken out of the game yesterday. 9 penalties in the first period and some defensive miscues. And that being said, they were playing a very dominant team yesterday that was able to put the pressure on the Nanton Palominos now after the gold medal game. But this Wainwright team, we saw moments of that the game yesterday. We saw moments of that today with the way Hillmond is able to put pressure on their defense, but no sustained pressure. I think the difference is the Rustlers are able to roll those 4 lines. We talked to Keith Russell, the backup goaltender, yesterday about that, and he said that we're a fast team. We roll the lines. We're not necessarily physical. Where Hillmond, when they've had success, they've been able to engage physically. So we're not seeing a whole lot of that from them, and the fatigue setting in now. When you engage physically, Kev, you exhaust yourself too.
You get worn down, and I was going to say the one thing that we can say is that there have been some positives for the Hitmen in this second period. What do they have to do in the third? Because the second period there were some positives for them. They established a very strong forecheck. They got some shots, and they got some face-offs in the Rustler zone. But what do they have to do to get back into this and tie this game up in the third period?
I'm going to go back to one thing you said 5 minutes into our broadcast yesterday at 5 o'clock. It's all about how you manage your body the whole weekend.
That's
when
right.
you condition yourself, if you get rest, what happens after you lose control of your body? It's up here. It's the mental fatigue, right? And you're seeing mental fatigue right now from Hillmond. Dumb penalties, frustration penalties. I think if you keep it together up here and you go, we're 3 shots away from tying this game. Yeah, we only have 11 shots on goal, but 3 shots in this game is tied. So I think if you stay mentally tough, they can still make a game out of this.
A wise coach once said, you let the mind control the body, not the body control the mind. And we will be back in just a few moments for the third period here between the Rustlers and the Hillmond Hitmen from the Peace Memorial Multiplex and ICU Video Productions coverage of the Alberta AA Provincial Men's Senior Hockey Championship. We'll be right back with third period action. I'm Kevin Donnan, along with my broadcast partner, Dave Dawson. We'll see you in just a few moments. Good afternoon and welcome back to the Peace Memorial Multiplex here in Wainwright, Alberta, and the 2017 Alberta Senior Men's AA Provincial Men's Hockey Championships. I'm Kevin Donnan along with my broadcast partner Dave Dawson, and the score heading into the third period, 4-1 for Wainwright over Hillmond. Dave, take us through some of the highlights in a pretty entertaining hockey game so far.
Yeah, well, there's some puck luck going on for Hillmond right now, as you're going to see on this 2-on-1 break. The backhand chance and a scramble in front and puck rolling all over the place. Paralat really is making some incredible saves, but as you see a situation like that, puck early whistle rolling off of his back, that's what's keeping Hillmond in this. And on the flip side, there's that goal, the giveaway from behind the net, which the Rustlers have been prone to. That was Renier before his spearing penalty. And then on the power play, McNabb with a skinnamarink-dinky-dink around the net, drawing all the defenders along with him, and then off the skate and into the net to make it 4-1 on the power play.
Caught Paralat flat-footed on that one, and as we enter this third period, a lot on the line here. With a win, if the Rustlers can obviously close this thing out in the last 20 minutes, the Rustlers will go on to this evening to take on Daysland and an appointment on the line for a gold medal.
It may burn the house down tonight, Kev. This place will be packed. Every door, like Texas high school football, every building will be shut down. Every house, the power will be off. They'll be in this rink. It'll be rowdy. The defending champion, Daysland North Stars, looking for a date to get back to the championship.
And we're looking forward to that one tonight, but this one isn't over yet. Hillmond had some positives to take away from that second period. They had some jump. They had a pretty effective forecheck, but they got into a little bit of penalty trouble. So heading into this third period, 4-1 the Rustlers lead. Also a big difference in shots. The Rustlers lead in that department 33-11. So what does Hillmond have to do to get back into this game and tie it up?
Yeah, I think that they had a lot of fruit. Probably had some oranges, some apples, and some watermelon at intermission there, and just get some of those vitamins in you. Stay mentally strong. There's going to be some tripping on the ice, as there is in any level of hockey, especially in senior hockey. That stay out of the penalty trouble and just ride your hot goaltender. Give him some confidence. Right now, Paralat's demeanor in some of those highlights, he was just exhausted. You put one goal on the board, you're telling your goaltender, yeah, we're looking out for you. We're still in this hockey game.
And, of course, the Hitmen will start this third period on the penalty kill. Rustlers on the power play here. They'll have 1:53 to go in the man advantage. So the beginning of this third period means everything to both clubs. If the Rustlers can get a goal here, they'll put this thing away. If Hillmond can get the penalty kill, maybe they can climb back into it. But let's find out.
Sorry, Kev, as I say, Hillmond's the only team who hasn't scored a shorthanded goal yet this tournament.
Special teams so important at this level. And we are underway with the third period here at the Peace Memorial Multiplex. And Paralat will cover that one up.
1 for 4 on the power play is Wainwright today. It's 1 for 4 they were yesterday, so make that 2 for 8 so far with the shorthanded goal, as I did mention. And a Hillmond 5 for 5 on the penalty kill coming into this.
Rustlers win the draw. Out to the blue line. McKay now dumps it into the corner for Marchand. Number 8 for the Rustlers. Will play it back out to the point. And a wrist shot just to the left of Paralat goes wide. And the Rustlers. Anderson here on the half wall. McKay now. Back to Anderson from the circle. And that's broken up by number 12, Kelly Pacharka. Back out to the point now. Rustlers maintain the zone here on the power play. In on goal right out in front. Hitmen do a good job to clear, but they can't. Here's McKay. They cleared the danger, but can't clear the zone. Here's McKay, number 21, and a deflection. And it is cleared by the Hitmen as Tenney, number 21, takes a pretty good whack at it.
Some good hand-eye on both sides, whacking to the puck, and on the defensive side trying to keep that in the zone for McKay, but the delayed offside will bring the puck all the way down into the Wainwright zone, which is great news for Hillmond. 46 seconds left on the penalty kill.
You bet. Started the third period on the disadvantage.
34-11, the shots on goal, and we've said it all game long, Kev. I probably said it 39 times. Weather the storm, weather the storm. Here's a chance to get a shot on goal if they win it.
13 shots on goal for the Rustlers in the second period, while just 6 for Hillmond. And a nice steal at center ice by the Hitmen as they try to kill off this penalty. Down 3 here early in the third period. Glad you're along with us. ICU Video Productions coverage of the 2017 AA Provincial Men's Hockey Championships.
Ooh. And Tian Anderson just road-legged into the boards from behind head first. And that mentally tough. That's not the kind of thing I was thinking of as Leggett draws a penalty here, and that could be maybe more than 2.
Looks like an interference penalty here on Anderson, number 14. Both guys slow to get up.
And Anderson got that guilty look on his face, right? He's not arguing. He goes, yep, I know what I did wrong. So that's a 5-on-3 for 18 seconds here, and Hillmond will, well, what's the coach going to draw up on the playbook there, Mr. Ken Rutherford? It's likely going to be ice, but ice, baby?
5-on-3, you bet. They have to. I mean, they have to get out of this penalty trouble if they're going to try and climb back into this. 5-on-3 power play now. 15 seconds to go in the double man advantage. Shot through traffic, and Paralat was able to track that puck down through traffic.
The Dwayne Paralat shots on goal pool, I think, is probably up around 50 is my guess. 22 games in the Western Hockey League with Portland, PA, and Prince George, and then 81 games played for Melford Mustangs in the early 2000s.
Here we go now, Rustlers. 5-on-3 here, final seconds in that double man advantage. Now to 5-on-4, and right down in front, and pass over to the side looking for number 19, Derek Pfister. The goal-scoring machine for the Rustlers. There's a high shot. Paralat jumps to try and knock that one down, but it's played behind the net. There's Pfister, rubbed out by Newman, the captain of Hillmond, who's had a strong game on the blue line. Back out to the point now. Gosselin and there's Dugan. Tries to break that up.
Good stick.
Dugan with a nice defensive play. He's playing, and he's on the penalty kill. He's on the power play, taking a regular shift.
Heart and Soul Award.
You bet.
Well, Newman lost his glove there briefly, picked it up again. Newman hasn't had a great equipment day today, Kev.
Absolutely not. 2 broken sticks. He's lost a glove.
Yeah, he's probably lost a few calories today, too, with all the minutes he's played.
Lost a couple of pounds for sure. 17 minutes to go here. Early moments of this third period. The Rustlers lead 4-1. Hillmond now trying to kill off this penalty the final 35 seconds.
Positive kill for Hillmond. They played this penalty kill well.
Absolutely. Cruikshank now he plays it through the neutral zone, and he will play it back down again. So Cruikshank like Dugan, they are the 2 catalysts on this Hitmen team. Here comes one of the catalysts for the Rustlers, McMahon, who's been all over the ice tonight.
And the scorekeepers have had some fun with McMahon and McCann, too. Those 2 McNabb back and forth, getting them confused all game.
Bit of a turnover here by the Rustlers. And the penalty has been killed off by the Hitmen. And we're back to 5-on-5 for the first time in 4 minutes here to start this third period. Now it's time for the Hitmen to settle down.
Yeah, I like the way they played that penalty kill. Give their goaltender a little bit of time to rest. Paralat getting a breather here. And you're still in this hockey game. You're 3 shots away. You're still in this game.
That's right. Here we go, Rustlers 3-on-2 now. There's a shot, and there's Paralat. Once again, standing strong. Pretty good shot by Trevor Clausen, who's had a strong game.
Yeah, keeping the shots on the power play to the perimeter. And aside from that Herzog chance that I think we're going to get a look at here from the side, instead of shooting, he passed it across, and Pfister just went through his skates. But other than that one, a great penalty kill for Hitman.
And it is the Hitmen now gaining control, but can't gain the neutral zone, and it's Leggett dumping it in. Right out in front, there's Newman dangerously into the slot. He'll turn around behind his own net, and now he'll lug the puck out. Play it out to Miazga, number 16. He'll dump it into the corner. And there's Jordy Dugan with a head of steam. There's a big hit. Number 16, Joey Miazga. Absolutely wallpapered the Rustler defender. Out in front now. Here comes Dugan, number 22. He takes a big hit from Gosselin.
Yeah, and he got lined up, and I think Gosselin even took something off that hit. But there must be 5 Dugans out on the ice or on the bench because he's played so many minutes.
Absolutely. Almost as many Dugans as there are Foleys in Wainwright. Here we go.
Including our fine cameraman, Dave Foley.
Right, absolutely. And our technical coordinator, no less. Here we go now. Rustlers lifted out. It's number 18. Adam Creasy, the captain. He'll play it down. And it'll go for an icing. And they've got a tremendous rivalry. Dave, these two teams, take us through this replay. Some intense stuff.
Yeah, nice little collision there, kaboom. And some may call that a boarding penalty, but he was able to see that Gosselin was and brace himself for that contact.
Big hit by number 16, Miazga. Just over 5 minutes through the final period here with a 4-1 lead. Glad you're along with us. ICU Video Productions wall-to-wall coverage of the Alberta AA Men's Provincial Hockey Championships here in the beautiful town of Wainwright. That's Creasy, the captain. Nearly had a break. Here's Noble, number 7.
Feel the tempo picking up just a little bit here, Kev.
Absolutely. Here's Tenney, number 21, looking for Noble. From the circle, just over the blocker and over top of the net to the right of Goodwin. Rustlers try to clear. There's Creasy with the, as you say, that good hand-eye and a nice little tap into the Hitmen zone. Your thoughts on this first 6 minutes?
Nice steal here.
Big steal here now. Out in front. And nobody home in the slot for the return pass from Ross Herzog.
Yeah, Herzog did a good job creating the turnover there, then just blindly threw it in the neutral zone, expecting he had a line mate. And those are some of the bad habits you want to get away from, especially if they think they're going to be playing for gold tonight.
Tenney dumps the puck in on the change for the Hitmen. Here are the Rustlers now trying to break out. Nice breakout now, 2-on-2. Here's Pfister trailing the play in on goal, and a big save by Paralat to rob Ross Herzog right in front.
Right after he coughed up that chance.
In on goal now, and a big, what a shot, number 14, Tian Anderson. And the Hillmond Hitmen have cut the lead.
Looks like it handcuffed the goaltender on that play, and right in that spot between your glove and between your neck, Kev, that part that it's hard to be able to kind of go up and get a hold of, and the goaltender, Nolan Goodwin, got handcuffed on that one. And again, the Herzog play, great save went in by Paralat, and on the flip side of goal on the other end. You've watched as much hockey as I have. How often does that happen?
It's an amazing, it's amazing how much of a lift you can get from a great save. And a big turn in, capitalizing on a turnover. Number 21, Morgan McKay.
And there's
we've got
going to
a Hitman. Yeah, we've got a
penalty coming to Wainwright, a high stick on Dugan, or excuse me, not Dugan, Wayhill. Went in for the body contact, and the cross-check to the face, trying to brace himself, was McMahon, got the stick up. So right after the goal, Kev, now they have a power play. If Hillmond can capitalize on this, wow.
Boy, have we got a hockey game then, and we've got these, this is an intense rivalry. The only way you could make this rivalry more intense is if you had Brad Wall and Rachel Notley drop the puck between Alberta and Saskatchewan here. Face off
each with a sword.
Yeah, we'll see how that ends. Hillman now on the power play. Most important power play of the game. Big shot. And a big rebound, too, by Goodwin, but cleared by the Rustlers. And are the Rustlers, do you start to grip the stick a little bit? You've given up a goal. Now you're on the penalty kill.
That rebound clear by McCluskey was huge. That one rebound, that's laying in the crease. If that puck finds its way on a Hillmond stick, it's 4-3.
Here we go now. Hillman on the power play. Here's Dugan. Of course, he's on the power play. He's definitely on the power play.
Is he playing goal, too?
Yeah, I'll tell you, I don't know much about coaching, but I know enough to put him on the power play. And a deflection out in front, loose puck. And Goodwin, the puck is underneath somewhere.
Speak of the devil, Dugan deflected that from the point, and that almost trickled through the pads of Goodwin, but he had to be up to the task on that one as you get a quick look at this. The shot from the point, and, well, okay, that was the one clearing attempt that we asked for before. Thanks, Kyle, for queuing that up, and then the replay here. The shot deflected in front by Dugan, almost found its way through.
And it is a 4-minute power play. 3 minutes to go in that one, so a double minor against the Rustlers. And this is the most important juncture of this game right now. 4-minute power play, and boy, a wild swing at the puck there at the blue line. And the Rustlers need to settle down.
Yeah, they're nervous right now. Kev, you said it a couple minutes ago, clenching the stick a little bit. They're winning. It's 4-2 Wainwright. There's no reason to panic right now. Stick to the game you've been playing.
What a beautiful little play by Tenney, number 21. He couldn't catch up to the puck, but a nice little play to get the puck into the zone. It clears, and here the Hillmond are on the looking to set up the power play. There's Crookshank. He's dangerous. Wheels the puck around the corner, and the Rustlers will clear after the puck squirts loose by the circle.
I'll tell you one team that's happy right now are the Daysland Stars. They're getting a great inventory of both the character of these two teams. When one team's pressed, they panic defensively. When another team's pressed, they engage physically. So we'll see how this game ends.
Of course, later tonight, one team will earn a shot to take on the Nanton Palominos in the gold medal game. That game comes up at 8:30 this evening from the Peace Memorial Multiplex. And as you said, if you live in the town of Wainwright, you better get here early.
Guarantee you're getting a fine from...
In on goal, shot, score! Number 14, Tian Anderson, and it's a one-goal hockey game.
You got to be kidding me. What a shot that was by Tian Anderson for a second of this period. A nice little dish by Dugan. Did he ever pick that top corner on Goodwin, and Goodwin knew it right away, right under the bar, Kev. A power play goal, massive goal for Hillmond, who was right back in this game.
And if you're Wainwright, and you're, what are you thinking right now? What do you have to do to get the team settled down?
I'm thinking, what just happened? That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we outshot them 175-2 in the first period, and what just happened? Hillmond is right back in this game. I'm surprised they haven't called a timeout.
Strong goaltending, and a couple of breaks come your way, and all of a sudden you've got a one-goal hockey game with just over 10 minutes to play in this final period.
Yeah, don't go anywhere. 10 minutes left. This game could go either way right now.
The Rustlers never make it dull, that's for sure. We found that out last night. Puck played in now. Pfister now to McNabb. They're going to need these two guys to get things going. Into the corner now, tries the centering pass, and it's cleared by Hillmond. It'll be played into the goaltender Goodwin.
We'll go back to that puck luck for Perlat, who's made a lot of great saves, but he's also been able to have pucks not find the net because they've been rolling the crease off the crossbar. Big part of the story of the game.
9:35 to go here in the third period, and suddenly, in what looked to be a little bit of cruise control for the Rustlers, well, now they've got a hockey game.
Absolutely. 4-3. And a great share of coaching by Ken Rutherford to go, hey, 3 shots away. Guys, we're not out of this.
Stick to basics, work on the forecheck, and just go, and that's what Hillmond has done. And they've been dominating physically since late in the second period. So here we go. Rustlers now will keep it in. Puck takes a funny hop off one of the defenders. Perlat nearly collides with his defenseman, number 3, Politeski, who's had a busy afternoon, and he'll clear it around the boards.
If you're Wainwright, just settle down, calm down. You got some good players, you got good lines, you got a good goaltender, you got good defense. Just play your game. There's no need to panic, no need to overcreate.
Wainwright's still up a goal. Pretty good little collision here between Dicker and Miazga. And now Miazga gathers the puck through the neutral zone. And here's Anderson again, looking for the hat trick goal. Here's Pacharka. He pinches in. But the Rustlers clear after the puck goes into the slot, and that will bring up an icing penalty.
Yeah, here's another look at that goal there. What a shot. Thanks, Kyle, for slowing that down. Literally, there was enough spot to put a puck and a half where he put that right under the bar. Tian Anderson, 2 goals in this third period, 2.5 minutes apart.
If Kyle hadn't slowed it down that much, I don't think we would have seen it.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Anderson with the absolute rocket to the top corner. And now Hillmond with a lot of life here after that big power play goal to cut the lead to 1. 8 minutes to go here in the third period. Don't move a muscle. Stay with us here with ICU Video and this exciting tournament. Puck loose in front now. Good forecheck by the Hitmen, but the Rustlers will clear. Here's Newman, number 5, the captain. Bit of a giveaway there at the blue line. Now Newman gathers the puck himself, plays it over to the winger, number 13, Quinn. Check that, number 13, Jordan Schneider. Good defensive play by Wainwright. McKay dodges a check at the blue line. McKay looked for a penalty. Now the giveaway in the neutral zone, and the Rustlers control the zone.
Dugan on the ice again and again and again.
That young man is going to sleep well tonight. Just over 7 minutes to go in a very entertaining hockey game right out in front. Number 41, that's Nick Laporte. He's got a goal this afternoon.
Either way you look at it, 8:30 broadcast time tonight, whether Hillmond has enough in the tank to take down Daysland, or if Wainwright can look at this third period and go, okay, let's forget about this. Let's just get back to the hockey we know we can play. 18-1 in the regular season.
Both teams tonight, as we talked about in a short tournament, you've got to watch your nutrition, you've got to watch your sleep, you've got to factor all of those things in. Cleared but not out. Deflected. Number 41, that's Nick Laporte. He'll cycle it down. June Noble nearly got caught with a check from behind. Hillman trying to clear. And we got, wow. Tenny, number 21, nearly had the almost a full ice breakaway.
Andrew Leggett's been a bit of a whipping boy in this weekend series so far, but man, he made a game-saving play.
Marchand now, nice move in on goal and it's a, what a goal by Marchand, and boy did Wainwright need that one.
Not even giving us any time to explain what's going on here. Those kind of hands. Marchand, are you kidding me? Looking like the Brad Marchand that I kept mistaken the Nanton player for, but inside, outside, one move. I got you. No, I don't. Off the pad and in. Not a clean slide along the ice, but Paralat made the initial save. Marchand, a nice show of hands. That is the break the Wainwright Rustlers needed, and that might be the insurance goal right now, Kev.
And an entire town just breathed a sigh of relief.
If you hear that,
yes.
Sweeping through.
6:14 to go here, third period. Rustlers lead on the score sheet and on shots on goal.
And let's not forget, as we have a mechanical issue here by Paralat, just trying to, more than anything, I'm probably trying to buy his team some time, some momentum, right? The veteran play. But let's not forget that Andrew Leggett knocked that puck down. If he did not knock that puck down, that's a breakaway for Hillmond going the other way. As we get another look at this Marchand goal. Look at that. Beautiful move. And you just caught Newman flat-footed, who has been outstanding in this game. But from that defensive play by Leggett, a few short seconds later, it's now 5-3. Again, the ebb and flow of the game of hockey.
One tiny little play, you know, it can make such a huge difference, because Tenny would have had all day in on goal.
Yeah,
watch this again.
Great camera work there. Great job picking that up. And even it is a high stick, he knows. It doesn't matter if it's a high stick. I got to stop that puck, or else that's going in for a breakaway.
Kyle Tenny, number 21, was literally just the width of a puck away from nearly tying this game, but Wainwright turns around and takes a 2-goal lead. 6 minutes to go here in the third period, but don't go anywhere. Kevin Donnan along with Dave Dawson and the entire ICU Video crew here in Wainwright for the AA Senior Men's Provincial Hockey Championships. Here's Anderson now cutting in on goal, and that'll penalty called here on number 4, Brew Man, who took the feet right out from Anderson.
And what a pass Anderson received to send himself in. We just missed that pass on that replay, but right on the tape. And as you mentioned in the last broadcast, that's the kind of penalty you have to take, because Anderson going in all alone.
Well, and you're only down 2 goals, and you've proven that you can get back into this game, and there is a lot of time left. 5:49 to go. You've taken a 2-minute penalty, so you've got to kill the penalty and then get back to business.
5 Wainwright power plays already. This is their 6th.
Rustlers now will try to set this up, but Hitmen will clear all the way down to the goaltender Goodwin. 5.5 to go. Rustlers lead here 5-3 with an opportunity to play in tonight's game. Tonight's technically the semifinal against Daysland, which should be a great one tonight. The house is going to be rocking.
Come early. There is not going to be a seat in this house. Well, although many like to stand around the outside, so there will be seats theoretically, but it's going to be just a barn burner if Wainwright hangs on for this game.
Could be standing room only. Here's McNabb now, the leading scorer of the Rustlers. Cross ice, nice little pass down low to number 7, Ross Herzog. He'll play it back out. Now McNabb on the far boards. Plays it across ice to Foley in a big shot, but there's Paralat standing tall.
What a pass by McNabb, flipping that up in the air and Foley timed it well to get it on the bounce to keep it on his stick, and the puck lost in the pad as you see there, and just a great, he waited for that to set up, and right on the tape of Foley who got the shot of the pad.
1:01 to go in the penalty against the Hitmen, 4:50 to go in the hockey game. Leggett now at the point, down on the half wall. There's a shot, deflected, and up into the netting.
41 shots on goal now, Kev, for the Wainwright Rustlers. Paralat, yeah, he's going to be drinking some water, and more water, and more water, and more water.
But he has had an outstanding hockey
excellent.
game, I'll tell you. He's the reason why it's only a 2-goal game. Here's Leggett now. What's he going to do? Go cross ice here, and a shot. Nice block by Noble, number 7.
There's going to draw a penalty. Noble's going to go to the box for tripping.
And Noble looks like he took
me.
a stick right underneath the visor at the end of that play. Looked like kind of an inadvertent thing, not an intentional thing. But let's take another look here as Noble takes a stick.
It's Cody Foley who's going to be going to the box, and it'll be 4-on-4 for 39 seconds, then a minute 21 of power play time for Hillmond here to potentially create an opportunity to get them back in a position to win this game.
And with a lot of room out there in the 4-on-4, they'll have about a minute 21 man advantage when the Rustlers penalty, or check that, when the Hitmen penalty expires. So 4-on-4 hockey for the next 39 seconds. Face off to the left of Goodwin. Puck played into the far corner. Now into the down along the near boards. Leggett will lug it out. That's what a beautiful play. There's Paralat with the big save. Number 7, Ross Herzog in on goal. Now here are the Hitmen. In on goal, Renier gives it. And a big save by Goodwin, but a penalty called.
Slashing call. We're going to have a 4-on-3 for 16 seconds, then a 5-on-3 for a minute and 22 seconds here, Kev, which is going to be huge for the Hillmond Hitmen as Renier gets taken down to his knees.
Gosselin on what looked to be a tripping penalty there. So late penalties here in the third period, and as we've seen in this tournament, special teams are so important. We've seen shorthanded goals, we've seen power play goals. You have to watch your discipline late in these hockey games with the Rustlers up 5-3.
Yeah, on the other end, Herzog, a good show of hands and being able to put a puck on net there, showing his 167 games played in the Alberta Junior League, 22 goals, 93 games in NCAA Division III Castleton State College. Herzog has been a factor in this game, and as we mentioned earlier, knocked out of the game yesterday for a hit from behind call, as some equipment still continually being fixed here by Dwayne Paralat, and the veteran move of a goaltender, right? Just being able to give your team, your power play guys a rest.
Give everybody a little bit of a breather, sure.
Yeah, Renier, Dugan, those guys, allow them to set it up and get ready to go here. So as I did mention, 16 seconds of 4-on-3, then 5-on-3 for 122.
And based on how busy Paralat's been in this hockey game, I wouldn't blame him one bit for being selfish. Rustlers 4:05 away from a date with the Daysland North Stars tonight at 8:30 here at the Peace Memorial Multiplex in what would be you win that game tonight, and you're up against the Nanton Palominos in a shot at the gold medal tomorrow.
5-on-3 now, Kev.
You bet. Hitman now. Shot out in front, and what a glorious chance for the Hitmen. Back out to the line now. Here's Brew Mann down low. Back out to Mann. Nope. Cross ice now. Renier, the leading scorer, calls for the puck with a shot and a rocket.
That was labeled for top shelf. Great save on that one by Goodwin.
That was Goodwin's biggest save of the afternoon. Here's Anderson, who has 2 goals for the Hitmen. Here's Mann now. Up the middle, here's Anderson. He's dangerous. He'll go wide. Loses the handle on the puck into the corner. He takes a big hit. And the puck is cleared around the boards. Mann will retreat into his own zone. And we'll have 5-on-3 hockey here for the next 28 seconds. So Hillmond needs to do something now. Just under 3 minutes to go here in the hockey game. Who else? Jordy Dugan, number 22, drops it back. He'll play it down low to Dugan. That was number 7 for the Hitmen. Played back out to the line. Into the corner now. Hitmen on the power play. 2-man advantage coming to an end. Rustlers try to clear. Can't. Here the Hitmen keep it in. 5-on-4 now. The Rustler player Foley joins the penalty kill. But here's Newman, the defender, way down behind the goal. He takes a big hit. Keeps it in. Here's Dugan, number 22. Big shot. Oh, and just missed the far corner. Hitmen are doing well on this power play.
Even strength now. Power play's over.
Hillmond now in on goal. There's Crookshank and a big save by Goodwin. Just under 2 minutes to go. And the Rustlers clear. Big hit at the blue line.
I don't know how Goodwin saw that puck. No clue. Massive save.
Goodwin with a couple of huge saves here late in the third period to keep the lead for the Wainwright Rustlers at 2. 5-3. Minute and a half to go. Dave, are we going to see Paralat?
Yeah, he's trying. He's trying to get out of the net. He was almost to the blue line.
Here we go. 2-on-1 now for the Rustlers. And a big goal to cap it off as the Wainwright Rustlers put the exclamation point on a big win here this afternoon at the Peace Memorial Multiplex.
Yeah, the captain Creasy putting a crease in the plans for Hillmond to find their way into an opportunity to play for gold. You see that breakdown defensively. Nice feed right on the tape to the Cappy, and he caps it off. 6-3 is the score, and the Wainwright Rustlers will be heading off to play Daysland Stars tonight for a chance at the gold medal game against the Nanton Palominos tomorrow night. Big, big, big goal.
Timeout called here with
But a minute or so.
Over a minute to go. And Dave, you have to, I mean, the Rustlers got into some trouble early on. I'll take a look at the replay.
There's that massive Goodwin save, and there was also a play in there that McMahon, there's that save by Good. No idea how he saw that puck. Crookshank walked in. A few moments before that, there was a play by McMahon who broke up a one-timer at the point that would have been in a great position to have almost a sure goal. So great defensive play, which we saw from Wainwright, which they'll need to do a lot more of tonight when they play Daysland.
Have to be they will also have to be disciplined too with that Daysland team rolling out 4 scoring lines as well. And we've talked about Dwayne Paralat all afternoon, but suddenly Nolan Goodwin is stealing the show a little bit here late in the third period.
Goodwin might have an IFB in his ear going, hey guys, hey, how about a little bit of love for me, hey? A little bit of love down my way.
Net empty for the Hitmen here with just over a minute to go. 3 goals down here for the Hitmen with just over a minute. In fact, the final minute of play coming up. Pass out front, Picharka. That's blocked by the Rustlers, and they'll clear. Here's number 13, Costa, with a 2-on-1. With Laporte, he has a goal, but he loses the handle. Looking for the empty netter to really put the cherry on the sundae. Hitman will dump it in. Played behind by Goodwin, and the Rustlers content to just play this one out and get ready for tonight.
Yeah, the last-ditch effort with the net empty, down 3 goals. Not really going to generate anything, but it's showing to your team, they'll give you the chance. Go get us a goal.
And, of course, Hillmond will play for the bronze medal tomorrow afternoon. Following this loss, they'll be playing at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon here at the Multiplex.
4 o'clock gold medal game.
Absolutely, 20 seconds to go, and we'll find out who will be in that gold medal game. We already know Nanton's there. Here's Dugan over to Crookshank. Back to Dugan. He fires. Puck won't get through, and it's cleared by the Rustlers. And this will put an end to a pretty entertaining game. We thought the Rustlers would put it on cruise control, but you gotta give credit to the Hillmond Hitmen for getting back into this game and really giving the Rustlers a scare.
Yeah, Tian Anderson, a couple great shots in the third period. A lot of credit goes to him. Dwayne Parallot on the backside too, as the players of the game will be announced. But I would have to argue 6 goals against on 43 shots. Parallot could be the star. Tian Anderson also a possibility on the other end. And on the other side, for Wainwright, couple of great plays. Pfister had some good opportunities there. I think it was well spread up. Creasy had a pretty decent game too. Goodwin, I could say.
Yeah, you could definitely
Honorable
make the
mention.
case. You could definitely make the. You could even make the case for his performance in the third period was a big part of the reason why the Rustlers are playing tonight against Daysland for a shot at a gold medal, and they'll take on the Nanton Palominos, who earned their trip to the championship game a little earlier today. But this was a highly entertaining game. The shots on goal, the Wainwright Rustlers 43, the Hillmond Hitmen 19, but the only numbers that matter are the ones on the scoreboard.
The 2 points, eh?
Number 14, Tian Anderson.
Yep.
Well deserved by Tian Anderson, as he scored a couple of highlight reel goals and worked hard all afternoon.
We'll give an honorable mention to goaltender Parallot. All right.
Very good performance by Morgan Mackay for sure.
Some good hand-eye coordination to patrol on the point there, keeping the puck in the zone. So a couple honorable mentions on each side, and it's always tough in a setup like that to be able to pick one player.
What an entertaining hockey game, and we've got more hockey for you tonight coming up at 8:30. We want to thank you for joining us on this ICU Video Productions Procast from this tournament here in Wainwright, the AA Provincial Men's Senior Hockey Championships. We want to thank our hard-working crew who put together this afternoon's Procast. Executive producer, director, and camera Rob Zitla. Technical coordinator and camera Dave Foley. Switcher and graphics Kyle Matz. And of course my broadcast partner Dave Dawson. ICU Video Productions. We don't webcast, we procast. And make sure you stay with ICU Video, as we will bring you the closing game of today's triple header, and of course the bronze and gold medal games tomorrow. Of course, later tonight is going to be a great one.
Bring your aunt, bring your grandma, bring your dog, your cat, your caribou, your horse, everything. Shut the town down, turn the lights off, park the truck, bring it all in, burn this place down. Daysland Wainwright for a shot at gold tomorrow.
It's going to be a great one tonight, and of course the action is heating up, and stay tuned right here with ICU Video. 8:30 tonight, the Rustlers against the Daysland North Stars. Thanks for joining us, and make sure you tune in from the Peace Memorial Multiplex in Wainwright. Have a great afternoon.